I'm about 89% sure that there's a lot of drummers watching right now that play shuffles on a regular basis. So whether it's blues, Chicago, Texas, Hong Kong, whatever shuffle you're playing, all shuffles are based on the swing, and being able to adjust your degree of swing is important. So in this video, I'm going to show you a cool little trick that you can do to play a nice, tight shuffle. So you've probably figured out by now that not all shuffles are created equal. Feel is a big thing when you're playing a shuffle. And sometimes it's nice and loose, sometimes it's real tight. So most of us, in most cases anyway, when you're playing a shuffle, it's just a straight, comfortable little swing. Sometimes you really need to tighten that up and play a much tighter shuffle. So it can be a challenge trying to get the feel down when you're doing that kind of thing, because if you're not swinging like the rest of the band, things can just feel just off. So there are indeed some cases where you have to turn that swing dial right up and tighten up that swing. So it's important for any drummer that plays shuffles or swing patterns for that matter, it's important to be able to adjust your degree of swing from nice and loosey-goosey to super tight, like this. So in this video, we're going to focus on the tight shuffle. And I'm going to show you a cool little trick that you can do. It's actually more mental than physical, but it's a nice little trick that you can do so that it takes all the guesswork out of it and you can nail that nice, tight shuffle every single time. All right, so let me show you this trick, man. Check this out. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to strip away all of the instruments from this groove, and we're just going to break it right down to what I call the rhythmic foundation. All right? So again, all shuffle grooves pretty much based on the swing feel. Swing feel is based on the triplet. We're going to create the right feel for the tight swing by just thinking about the rhythmic foundation and applying the right accents. So conceptually, moving from a nice loose shuffle to a super nice tight shuffle is actually really easy. So if we're thinking about the triplet when we're playing the shuffle, right? So if we're playing just a regular triplet, just so it's a eighth note triplet, I guess is what that is. So if we're just playing that, 2, 3, 4. Most of the shuffles that we play are based on this rhythmic foundation. So if we add the accents, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Most of the shuffles that we play are based on that. Whether we're playing on the hats or playing on the ride or accenting on the snare, whatever. That's sort of the rhythmic foundation for that. The only thing that we're going to do in order to move from that to a super nice, clean, tight shuffle is we're going to switch that rhythmic foundation. We're going to go from the eighth note triplet to straight 16th notes. And that pickup accent is going to land a 16th note right before the downbeat. So we're going to go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. For that loose swing to this. Now to demonstrate that on the kit, it'll make a lot more sense. So check this out. So as you can see, it works, right? It's a little weird and unconventional to think of a shuffle as straight 16ths, but it totally works. So the idea while you're playing that shuffle is to sort of switch gears from thinking about the eighth note triplet, switch it over one gear to straight 16th notes, and just shift those accents over. You're going to be playing exactly the same thing, but when you shift the accents over, it tightens things up. And then from there, you just want to adjust the feel, because you don't want to sound like a machine, you don't want to sound rigid or anything. But when things are on the tighter side of swing, if you think more in terms of 16ths, it's just going to help you to land the accents a little bit closer together, which is going to totally transform the feel of the swing. And, it's just a cool little mental trick that works. So while you're playing that swing, man, instead of thinking about the triplet, just have this running in your head like a machine, right? That's going to be your rhythmic foundation for that tight swing. And then the other cool benefit, of course, to having that sort of mindset while you're playing the swing is that these 16th notes can serve as your sort of foundation for your fills too, because 16th note fills sound really cool within a swing structure. So there you go, man. Cool little trick from Beat Down. That's my approach whenever I go to play tight swings. Totally helps with the feel. Nobody knows it's happening except you. And you're up there driving the bus like a boss. So try that, man, next time you go to play a shuffle. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to tell people where you learned this cool stuff, man. Like, subscribe. Hit that notification bell too, man, so you get notified whenever there's a new video out. Drop a comment below. See you next video.